we're live?
Are we live?
We are live now. Okay, cool. This is my second live stream for the day. And once again, we don't have a real plan of what to talk about here today, but we got a superstar with us here today. Second stream in 48 hours with you. I got to tell you, I'm blessed.
Was it that soon ago?
Well, yeah, it was Thursday. It hasn't been quite 48 hours yet, because it was actually 9-something at night when you showed up. But Tanner Supper, ladies and gentlemen, is our guest.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just waved for him.
I guess we're all guests in
Yeah,
this
we're all
one.
guests.
We're all guests on this. But when they were going around saying, hey, who should we team everybody up with? I suggested you because I wanted to talk about the fact that I've seen so many of your videos where you have started with nothing and you've built everything from scratch.
Yeah.
So...
Sorry, I got to get adjusted here.
Oh, my goodness.
Anyways.
Wow, this guy.
I got to try. I'm trying to work on my posture.
Okay, that's fine. We can deal with that.
He's got to be able to escape, you know?
Is that a pride thing? Is that a wanting to do what you want to do? Or is it a money thing? Why do you build that, like even the tank and everything?
Oh, okay. I thought you were asking about my posture at first. I'm like...
No. No.
No, because...
no.
You know what I mean? But no, I would say that honestly, it's partly a cheapskate thing. Like, obviously, it's cheaper to do everything yourself if you know how to do it efficiently. Also, over the years, like, I mean, I've been seriously in the aquarium hobby since I was 14, so 14 years. So I've amassed quite a lot of like stuff, and so I have all the materials to make things, and a lot of it is trying to play Tetris with my room. So I'm making things to fit specifically into a space. And honestly, it's more enjoyable for me to, like, it's definitely not a pride thing. It's just fun to be able to, like, start from nothing and kind of...
I get that.
Build it up from scratch.
Sort of like what you did today for that scape against Brett Raymer.
And crushed him. Yeah. All due respect to Brett.
Yeah.
I mean, you could see within the first 3 minutes, you knew who was winning that one. I mean, you had a lot of confidence, too.
I scape every day. It's not like, I don't know. I do it all the time. It's practice in motion.
It was really funny, too, because you would take a break and just start talking and not even do anything.
I know.
Well, so here's the thing. I was multitasking, though, because I was taking the opportunity to talk to, like, review what I was doing. So it was actually strategic because I'm like, it's not always, like, work. You know what I mean? You could be working but not actually doing something. Sometimes you gotta step back and be like, okay, and so like a lot of what I do, I'm like thinking all out the scenarios in my head before I actually do them. So I'll just go through, is this gonna work? No. Is this gonna work? No. So I just kind of like run through it all in my head, and then it's like once I find the path to go, then I'll act again.
That makes sense.
Again, all due respect to Brett. He's a good guy. We've been talking a lot today. It looked like he took a pile of stuff and just threw it in the tank. Yours had that flow. It was gorgeous, it was a no-brainer. I was like, yeah, he's going to win. I mean, we love Brett, but come on. But that, that was awesome.
And he was such a, what's the opposite of sore loser? He was he did really good at losing.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
he was awesome.
He's a saltwater guy. Yeah. You're a professional aquascaper.
Yeah.
You are. Come on, you are. You don't want to admit it, but you are.
And you know what? His scape, I really did like it. I did. But it just wasn't yours.
If it was planted, it could have, like if it was planted, you could see it.
Oh, definitely.
Is something wrong with my microphone, Rob? Some people are, I'm trying to fight a sneeze here now, too.
Your mic or my mic?
Okay, it was only one thing. We're good? Okay, we are good. And we're actually competing with George Coralfish 12G. We're competing with him now. I don't know if that's coming over the...
Yeah, he's blasting over there.
Yeah, that's George is doing something I've never seen anybody do, but I think it's a cool idea. He's doing a video premiere in front of everybody live. I think that's really cool. And he owns the place, so he can do whatever he wants.
Yeah. Absolutely. I said that if I was doing a speech again, that might be what I want to do, is like just put up a video or like an Aquashella exclusive video or something, because I don't know like how well my public speaking is, that I'm able to do something additional that I couldn't do better on video, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, it's easy. Making videos is definitely easier. because you know you can edit it. So your confidence is automatically through the roof.
Yeah.
You're not speaking at this show, which is a disappointment. I'm speaking tomorrow. That's the only thing that kind of has me a little worried. It's like, I can't screw up because I can't edit it. But
Yeah.
this isn't about me. This is about you. What's coming up next on the Serpadesign channel?
I don't know. More stuff. I don't know.
Great interview, Tanner. Thanks a lot. This was fun.
I don't really like to tell everything that I want to do before I do it.
Well, do you have big things going on? You got some big stuff?
Yeah, I got
happening?
some schemes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got some schemes.
See, John, this is what I like, and that's how I want you to be more like. I always say, don't say anything. You got to kind of keep things to yourself sometimes.
Because it's like that, and then a lot of times you can give yourself like what's what I'm looking for, maybe anticipation shock or something where like you keep talking about it and then you don't do it.
Yeah.
Or you hype something up and then it's a big letdown.
Yeah.
when you actually do it.
Yeah.
I've certainly been guilty of that. I know that.
I used to do it more in my earlier days on YouTube, but I just kind of don't talk about anything anymore, so that way I don't under-deliver,
That makes sense. I
mean, you're
don't see
obviously
how you
delivering,
could,
but-
though.
Well, if I say I'd do something and then didn't,
I know.
You
Well,
know.
that's true if you just didn't do it.
I've done it. Or what, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Lisa Marie, you have to have questions for him
I
because
do.
you're a plant person.
And that's exactly what I was thinking. What is your favorite plant? It can be an aquarium plant or a house plant.
Well, I like moss the best. It's like the most versatile, and it always looks good, or it almost always looks good. But I feel like a lot of people don't necessarily consider it like a true plant per se. That plant I gave Joanna the other day, the oak leaf creeping fig, that's my favorite like plant.
That's awesome. Yeah, that was really pretty too. But I agree with moss. I recently did a scape, and moss was the only aquarium plant I put in it.
Yeah.
The only one.
Yeah. It's nice.
It is.
It just looks good.
And there's so many different varieties, and it just grows and looks beautiful. So as far as, no, never mind. I just asked that because that was a house plant.
We got a special guest coming
We got
in here,
Dirty
folks.
D coming up here.
I wasn't saying anything.
Nah, dude, come up. What's up, brother?
He's a plant guy too, so
I
let's
told
talk about
everyone I
plants.
wasn't going to come on, and then now I'm here, back in the box with all the people
I didn't
on
think he was
there.
going to show up.
Bro, well, I wasn't sure when I'd get a chance to talk to you again, but that horsetail out there,
The Rush, you like
yeah,
that?
dude, that's sick.
Dude, that plant, as a plant lover, that horsetail rush is a straight up weed in my pond.
Yeah.
It took over the whole corner.
Is that a
and
giant
I was looking for
variety?
a vertical element for my booth.
Yeah.
And I just walked outside and weeded my pond and slapped that stuff into the back of my minivan and then told my employees, don't break this.
Don't break it.
And we broke half of it. And the best part about that plant is that when I did the kids' aquascaping contest, everybody wanted that. Total weed, brought it, didn't cost me anything. All the kids were like, whatever. And one dude was like, can we get this back? Because we didn't get you the reed. And I was like, I got more reed. So
Yeah.
the reed is an unexpected highlight.
Is that like a large variety? Because I have the small horsetail and the like regular horsetail.
There's several varieties. That is the variety that I got that the man Steinbach told me don't get because it's invasive and it survives the winter and it's a taller variety. So
Yeah.
I don't even know if horsetail rush is the correct.
It looks like
Well,
it.
that's like the generic name, so I can't give you the genus name
Sure.
or the species name on
Yeah,
it. But
yeah.
like it's 5 feet tall, so
I don't know. I liked it.
love it.
Nice.
So how's the show been for
And
you?
we're talking plants. Show is good. I got called out being, where am I supposed to look? That?
Yeah.
All right.
camera's there.
The show is good. Those of you who can't make it and are back in the box, come to these events because it's real people. I got called out. Some kid was doing an Instagram live, and I called him out. I was like, "What are you doing, you and your fake camera, or whatever?" And he posted it. So I like to just the real interactions with people are fabulous for someone, as you all know.
Yeah.
For me, like if I put a video out and you know, all 500 people that watch it, like those 500 people aren't in front of me, right? So like to see somebody walk by and be like, oh, hey, what's up? Like my battery needs that. So I love shows for that. As far as this show, this is the place that Dustin's Fish Tanks was kind of like born as far as trade shows, because this was the first show I did 8 years ago at Aquatic Experience here in Chicago.
Wow.
So I quit my job and then I came here and did a show, and I had two 20-gallon tanks and a What's Up Fish Tank People shirt. So this is like, I love this spot.
Yeah.
So like, for like, and I sleep in my own bed on Sunday night, so this is the jam for me.
Right.
So
I've been to a lot of shows. I don't think I've ever been to a show that you were not at.
I love hitting up shows for the whole battery thing I just said, you know, because like, and I like it because it's like, it's all of it. You know, and it's like, this is what I'm here to do. I'm shaking hands, meeting people. Like, that's why I love it. And that's what it's meant for. You know what I mean?
Yeah, getting that one-on-one with people.
Yeah,
I love
it. It's great. I love it.
I love it. I don't know, you guys get it, but like, I love the look. You guys get like the I've seen you on YouTube look.
Yeah.
That's the best.
Yeah,
they look at you like, and they kind of like, and they give you like a double look. They know you. But they're not quite sure if they should say something. That's my favorite thing. I don't like to really get in their face when they do that.
For me, they confuse you for Jason from Primetime Aquatics every single time.
That's awesome.
I always try to break the ice and like make it comfortable for him, because I'm like, bro, I'm just like a regular dude.
That's what I say. I'm just a regular person.
It's the best way to do it, and people are like, it's interesting how some people react when you are a regular person.
They calm down.
Like, oh, okay, what's up, man? Like, thanks for saying hi. Like, takes a picture. Like, dude, like, I can't walk into CVS and people are like, let me get a selfie with you.
Yeah.
That's not it. So it's been a really good show. Thanks for putting this on too, and thanks for letting me come in.
Oh yeah.
We're glad you stopped
I don't want to say uninvited, but
you were invited.
Well, I was invited, and I said I wasn't to come, but then apparently we're supposed to be here late, and I'm here checking it out, and I'm glad to be talking with y'all about it. So
it's great.
It's super fun.
I thought you were going to diva out on us, but you
I diva out on a lot of things. I have a quote that says, "Don't let your mouth overload your back." So if at 6:30, if I was tired, I was gonna leave.
I get it.
And now I'm glad to be here chilling, talking to you all. How's the show been for you guys?
Good.
It's been great.
Good, yeah.
It was a little overwhelming at first. I get a little bit overwhelmed when people come up to me and one at a time, over and over and over, because I'm like, why do you want to meet me? You know, why? But they do, and then they want to talk about fish and betas and how we've helped them get into the hobby. I know you've heard that.
Yeah,
and it's so awesome, and I love it. I just got to get used to it, and after a few minutes, I'm like, hey, it's exciting. But
it does take a while to get used to the fact that there might be somebody that actually gets excited to meet you.
Right.
Like
that's a weird thing. It's
just
appreciated.
This person.
You walk around this place. You walk around. I thought somebody was waving to me. You walk around this place like a superstar, then you go home on Monday and you're just a regular schmuck.
Regular dude at the gas station.
Yeah.
Nobody cares.
Nobody
Yeah,
cares.
I had a moment yesterday when I was getting water at the only drinking fountain in this whole freaking place, and a guy was like, "What's up, Dustin?" And I had like just hatched, and I was just like, "Oh hey," like just I gave him it was not a cool greeting. I could have made it better. It was just like, "Oh hi, yeah, I'm on. Hey, oh you know."
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's fun.
It is awesome.
I think we're all ready for bed, but we got a big dinner to go to.
Yeah, that's what I'm ready for. I don't know. I might not look the part, but I'm an eater, and once I don't get food in me, I start to get a little weird. I get hangry.
You guys are going to
must be
Brazilian
hungry a lot.
steakhouse.
Oh my gosh.
It's a good spot.
Is it a good spot?
Yeah,
Have
it's a
you
good
never
spot.
been?
Yeah. I always take my wife there for like anniversaries and stuff.
At this place here in Chicago.
Well, not in
This
Chicago.
This brand of
No,
steakhouse?
it's a chain.
It's a chain,
Yeah.
okay. I'm trying to work on my figure. I don't know if I'm supposed to be doing this or not.
Well, Susie
This guy.
Q said that it's a great source of protein. Lots of protein at this place. I said, I'm a vegetarian. Not
Are you
so
really?
sure. Yeah.
I did that after watching a movie. After Thanksgiving, my wife and I got Burger King, and then we watched some horrible documentary on eating meat.
Yeah.
And we didn't eat meat for like a month, and I was like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I was so freaking hungry. I was like, God, give me some food.
So funny.
So I gave it up, but I did it for
Yeah.
like a month.
Yeah.
Coincidentally, by the way, my wife's like cholesterol levels and like everything. This is totally fish related. Everything was like perfect. Like she went in and got checked out, and it was like everything was like just zero
Nice.
in.
It really does help with like cholesterol and all that kind of stuff, but you've got to eat other stuff with protein so that you don't go down.
When we go out to dinner tonight, I will not be concerned about blood pressure or
there won't be
cholesterol
no
at all.
cholesterol, blood stuff.
Wow.
Well, thanks for putting on this fish tube booth and making a conscious effort to like bring in outside, people that aren't here to come to some of these. I hope people see that these are like, really important. And if you can't make it, obviously that's fine. But there are shows all around, and even if it's not these big shows, like come to these kinds of things. YouTubers need it, as we just discussed, and like it's cool to just see all kinds of stuff. Like I went to Aquashella in Orlando. Dude had a panther chameleon.
He has it right there.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. I within 7 days I owned a chameleon.
You have one?
Straight up. It's a sad story. I have a Jackson chameleon. Well, whatever we're talking about. It's a good story.
Hey, talk about whatever you want.
And the chameleon lived in a ficus. His name was Jabroni. And he lived in this ficus, and he would travel like 20 feet back and forth, and he would feed in this one section by himself. It was super rad. So I got him. Like I saw this dude's panther. I was like, I need that. I bought one. Like it was on. And Jabroni lived and gained a bunch of weight and lived in a ficus tree that had every 4 hours for 15 minutes it would rain. So the plants grow like crazy, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
And it's not, those are the misters. I'm sure you use them, but it was on the timer. It was great. And then he was eating and he was getting big. And some days he'd walk into the greenhouse. He was free range, and they look at you like, "What's up, man? Like, what are you doing here?" And then unfortunately we left for the weekend, and we didn't find him for a couple of days. We found him floating in a basin.
Oh no!
They don't swim.
Oh.
But we're not done with the chameleon. We're going to get another chameleon. We're going to get a container for the chameleon when we're not around.
Yeah.
But Jabroni died an aquatic death.
Dang.
It's tragic.
It happens. But it
That's
happens.
so
I'm sorry,
sad.
chameleon lovers.
Aww.
But he had a good life for a while.
That's a shame.
Well, thank you also for donating a gift certificate to the drawing for you.
Sure, yeah, that was rad. The dude bought a tank. It
Oh,
was great. Yeah, he
sweet.
bought a rimless tank. These Tideline tanks we're carrying. He got like good use of his money. It was it was a fat little rimless tank. Yeah, I got a picture of it.
You did get a picture with him?
Yeah,
and
we got a
everything?
picture
Okay,
of it.
good,
He got
good.
a fat little rimless that we're carrying. So
That's great.
That's awesome. We had a good crowd there waiting for the raffle to be done. That was cool.
Yeah.
that's great.
Any interesting comments? I see you looking at
I'm reading the
them.
comments. People are loving the dirt plant mix. Holler. Yeah, I love that. I'm checking the comments here. Nah, see, I'm in the comments. See, I'm out of real life. I'm back. I'm pulling myself back in the box.
Get out of it.
I gotta go. So, well, thanks for having me on.
Yeah, no problem,
Yeah,
dude.
thanks for coming up and joining us.
Joining the party. So.
So
Glad you made it.
I had to do the scape off, right?
Oh yeah, how'd that go, dude?
Well,
I didn't miss it.
Them flip flops had to come off right away.
Oh, right away. I love that you took your shoes off for me on that. My
Dude.
neighbors make fun of me for running barefoot.
Dude, that's the way to do it.
Your back's better.
Yeah.
You feel good, dude. My girl Whitney was barefoot the whole time. With
Well,
all that, like just whatever. And
that-
the rule in the greenhouse is you can be barefoot, but I got like no liability. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's like rusted stuff. Like it's like
Yeah, whatever.
That's a little stretch.
Well, I know that. Well, I'm not a runner, and I don't claim to be like an expert on this, but apparently, like if shoes are comfortable, it's bad because like your foot deforms.
Are you
It's something
listening to
like
this?
that, right?
Yeah, I wear very minimalist shoes now because I did get hurt, but for years I ran multiple miles barefoot, and I loved
Ouch.
it. But now I have
Yeah.
real thin ASIC Tigers that I run in.
Cool.
I
What
ran
happens
with
when you
Luis
step
from
on a rock?
C-Chem, by the way.
fought
Me and
down?
that dude did 6 miles this morning, man.
Yeah?
Yeah, you saw me catching this morning.
Yeah.
We were up early, but we went out and we did 6 before it got hot. So.
Yeah, you're an early riser too, right?
Got to.
I've been waking
Beat
up.
the morning, beat the day.
I've been
man.
waking up at 5:30 every day, and my assistant's like, "Man, now I'm on this early wake, and I
Dude,
don't
it's
know."
Great.
So you went running this morning?
Yeah, I went running today at 6:30. I picked up my dude at the DoubleTree, and we went to a park and we ran 6 miles.
Wow. I'm impressed.
And I'm a better person because all day I was on fire. I was
Yeah.
sharp. I was
I get
on
that.
point, and I was ready to go. And like it was just a good, look, I'm inside underneath fake lighting. I was outside breathing
Yeah.
fresh air. And I'm about to be like, hey. So to like
That makes sense.
be on it was cool. So.
I just had a cup of coffee.
That's what, yeah. That's
And
what I
walked down
usually
here.
do. It helps out.
Yeah, I had coffee. I had 2 cups of giant, massive cups of coffee today. One pre-run and one post, and I didn't have any coffee on the way up here, by the way, because I have the bladder of a small child, and I'm like,
I
listen,
do
I'm gonna do
too.
my favorite. I'm gonna do everybody a favor. I'm not gonna pee every 5 minutes. I got all the way to Indianapolis from Lexington.
That's so funny.
That's 2.5 hours. I'm like a man.
Man.
Like a big boy.
That's it. Dustin peeing. I'm out.
No, I'm not.
Thanks for having me.
Later, dude.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, that was good because my legs were starting to cramp up.
That's so funny.
What, were you standing or crouching?
No, I was kneeling and it was
He
not fun.
pretended he was a catcher for the Nats.
I could never play catcher. No way.
That is awesome.
That was fun. That was unexpected. I thought he was going to diva out on us.
Oh, I'm glad he showed up. That's awesome.
So back to the Tanner show. What do we need to ask Tanner? You got to have something for him.
Okay.
Are the people asking anything?
Yeah, let's see what the people said. Oh, that's funny. I
Does
guess
Fritz make running shoes?
somebody
Fritz?
said who was chasing them. They must have meant Dustin. That's hilarious.
I don't see any questions. I just see people saying hello, which is unfortunate because we got a superstar on here, and we're not asking questions. We have a superstar who refuses to accept the fact that he's a superstar.
This guy's nose is so brown right now.
No, what do I need to brown nose you? I mean, you ain't got nothing to do with the money I make.
Well,
So what do I need to brown nose you for?
I don't. You tell me.
That's
So I
true.
can't just be a nice guy. I got to be brown
I
nosed.
never.
Is that what it is?
I never said there was nothing wrong.
Oh my
Bruh.
gosh.
How dare you call me a brown noser?
We have this running joke now that Tanner is my son. So,
I don't know.
We won't talk.
I don't
about
come
who
up
his
with this
grandma is.
stuff.
no, but it's funny because Big Rich actually believed it. That's what
Yeah,
was
he
funny
did.
about
He
it.
did.
So, but
Yeah, Rich had a little bit of a headache, and he believed everything we said for a little
And
bit.
that Susie Q was my mom and his grandmother, so that was a lot of fun. And poor Tanner, he's just sitting there like, what?
Yeah, I don't know. That's usually how it is at a lot of stuff. I'm socially illiterate.
Oh, I guess we shouldn't talk about the drive back from.
No, we don't. We don't need to talk about that.
Yeah, he almost killed us.
No, I
almost
did
killed us.
not.
he
I did
didn't.
not.
It was just an interesting ride back. That was hilarious. I'll never forget it.
Yeah, memories made.
Especially Nate. Nate was a trip, but anyway,
Yeah,
that's
we
his.
definitely can't talk about what Nate did.
Yeah.
But so here, okay.
Nothing
look, we have a
bad,
question,
just
but it's
funny.
for Lisa. Sorry, it's not for you. If you wanted to start a female beta sorority, do I need to get them? Just take my phone. I
Sorry.
was in the middle of a comment.
all at the same
do I need
time.
to get them all at the same time? Yeah, that's a good
Well,
one.
I like. You don't have to get them all at the same time, but I would suggest you put them all in the tank at the same time. So I've had to gather up different females, and then when I feel like it's the right time, I put them all in at the same time. But you have to have the.
What?
You have to have
Nah,
enough
yeah, we'll go
places
back to that.
to put them separately, you know. So if you don't have enough room for 5 or 6 betas in different little tanks or something, then I would say get them all at the same time, or get a sister group that came from the same spawn, because then you can just get them all at the exact same time. But I've actually gotten the baby girls. Back in the day at Petco, I would get 6 or 7 baby girls and grow them up together, and that's worked. So, but you might find a boy. That's the only problem.
Some of them do turn into boys.
Oh,
and
yes.
That's not supposed to be a joke.
Yo, Jimmy P. Bruh.
That's not the first time I've heard that today.
That's so funny.
So, Fish Fan 20 Gallon Long says, what are some easy to grow plants for a beginner like me?
We gotta specify aquatic plants. I would have to assume.
I think
Should
that's
we
what we're
assume
going for
aquatic
Yeah.
plants?
Yep. Most
Okay, Rotala indica. I know a lot of people think it's like a hard plant. Super easy if you got good lighting and good substrate. Elodia, Anacris, Vallisneria, Hygrophila corymbosa, any Anubias, it's like Anubias nana, Barterii, Golden Coin, you get it, all those ones. Bulbitis utiloti, or Deformis. What's it? What's that one? Bucephalandra. Bucephalandra is like bordering, like intermediate plant, but it's still fairly easy, and I think that would be a good place to start.
There you go.
That's awesome, yeah.
We've done well with Vallisneria. That's about it.
Yeah.
And Anubias.
Anubias and Java fern and some mosses.
I actually never have luck with Java fern. Never. I don't know if it's my water or what. It just doesn't like to grow. It doesn't like my tanks.
Well, this would be a stupid question. Do you bury it?
No, I know about that. I think it could be a flow issue. From what I understand, they like a lot of flow. I don't know if you guys crank it with power heads or.
No, I actually buried it, and I got so much crap for that in one of my videos. But it still survived and it lived. But I've done it not burying it too, and it still survives and lives. But
yeah. Now I've had similar comments about like Anubias, but it's cool if you bury the roots. You just got to keep the rhizome above. But I guess in your case it works.
Yeah, it did. It worked.
What kind of substrate was it?
What
Gravel?
No, I think it was
unicorn vomit.
For real?
Yeah.
Maybe that's why, like maybe the coarser it didn't get compacted around it like maybe an aqua soil would.
And then I put that on top.
No, I'm pretty sure it was straight up gravel, small gravel.
Right.
And it worked. It worked really well, actually.
All right.
This is a perfect question for you. It's from Schlee. I think that's how you say it. I'm setting up my first paludarium for a fire-belly toad, right up your alley. My first frogs, do you have any advice? By the way, you are a huge inspiration to my terraria and art. Sorry, that's not my world.
I'm glad to be an inspiration. My advice would be to get as big of a tank as you can, because they'll really appreciate if you can provide a lot of land and a lot of water. Definitely do a good mix of both. Well planted if you're going to keep a group, because they can actually become fairly territorial to each other. It's like all night I'll hear them barking at each other. It legit sounds like they're barking. They're like,
oh my god.
And they'll like wrestle each other and do stuff like that.
13 more people viewing, and then you beat the record.
Oh,
Okay.
come on. Somebody share it. Everybody
Yeah,
share
share
this
it out.
Come on.
Share it out. Guess
we got to
record.
have the record. We got to close out the day.
13.
We got to close out the day as the biggest stream. We got the biggest star on here. Come on. I'm not brown nosing, so
Look
don't
at that
even
thing.
start.
Look at that thing, man.
I'm just showing
Your
respect
nose
is what I'm
so
doing.
brown.
Yeah, 10 more. Let's go.
Look how brown his nose is.
Share this. Let everybody know. Forget that Tanner's on here. Share it for
Yeah.
us. Tanner, go away. I'm tired of you.
No, don't.
Let's bring a real star up here. Pectac, come on up here. You know, it must have been Dustin. Maybe that's
Yeah,
what
it was Dustin.
It was Dustin for sure.
Man, anyway, yeah, just get a lot of plants in there to diffuse aggression, and keep that water clean, and they'll do well.
How are the frog shirts selling? The big ones.
That was the best seller so far. The Samson shirt. I'm sure anybody who watches my channel seen it.
You were
Yellow
wearing it
shirt.
yesterday.
Yeah, I was wearing it yesterday. That's the best seller.
But
Nice.
what's the new one?
The PD merch.
Yes.
Yeah, the PD merch. I'll be wearing that tomorrow. I posted it on my IG. I believe it was sometime last week. It's extra fresh. Greg Wittstock thinks it's a Halloween costume. Bro, get out of here. That's fresh.
I even bought one for my grandson. It's adorable.
Yesterday when we went to Aqualand, was that your first trip there ever? Or
No, I've been there 3 times, and every time I go there, it's for some type of like work that I'm doing for them.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
Didn't you see him on the wall? He has a picture on the wall there.
Are you on
yeah.
the wall there?
Yeah, I have a couple. There's
Yeah.
3 of them.
I don't remember that.
In the back.
That's
there's a
all
I
koi
good.
wasn't
pond.
looking. I mean,
They
I
were-
don't
they
really
were
care
small.
about you, so it doesn't really matter.
By
you
the
know.
koi pond,
I
the
think
koi
your
that are
channel's
like
trash,
that
so I don't really.
See, now
Three more. We need 3 more.
now he's trying to wipe it off, but
No, I'm just trying. I
bro,
mean,
I still smell it.
Oh my god.
terrible. Thank you very much.
Now I
Good
smell-
night,
now I
everyone.
smell
Everybody, we're
Victor.
going to dinner. Have a good night.
It has nothing to do
man.
with this guy. It's all her.
No.
Nobody cares about him. His channel's terrible.
Oh, stop.
And
Tanner
Dude,
has a
Nate.
great channel.
Nate, what was that plant you said for a cichlid tank? That plant for a cichlid tank that they don't like? African onion plant for the cichlid tank. Apparently they don't like how it tastes.
Wow.
They find
Oh.
it distasteful.
That's
you
actually
learn something
good.
new every day.
Yeah.
Somebody
That's
asked you
good
something
advice.
about house plants too.
Oh, yeah,
which I know
my
you-
apprentice works at a fish store, so he's pretty he's keen on a lot of this stuff. Anyway, houseplants.
What's a good house plant other than pothos that can be grown out of out of patio ponds and aquariums?
Sure. So
Philodendron.
yeah, a lot of philodendrons. It depends on the amount of space you have. If you got a lot of space to work with, the monsteras, either the creeping monstera or the large leaves, they'll both work really well. A decent amount of ferns will work, but it will take some amount of experimentation. Any of the Tridensicantia, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but they'll work. Any of the ficus, like the creeping ficus, the ficus pumila, quercifolia, all that stuff will work. Anything that you will see at Home Depot or Lowe's that has the like water wick in it, I'm sure you've seen it.
Oh, yeah.
Most of those will work, so that's kind of a good place to start.
Are you ever going to get dart frogs so I can work on my own vivarium for them?
Yeah, I mentioned it in 2 videos ago, so if you go back and watch it, I said it. So last week's upload, I talked about it. So
I
yes,
don't watch
it's
your channel
happening.
because I think it's terrible. So
Oh my God.
you're only up here because of the subscriber count. But
So tell us how you really feel, John.
I mean, I'm just really offended that he called me a brown noser. It really hurt my feelings.
I'm just
Get
messing
over it.
around. I'm just messing.
Do you ever use veggie plants for your tanks? One of the coolest things I ever seen was guppies being fed cherry tomatoes from a plant growing out of their tank.
I don't.
So cool.
That's a
Oh,
cool idea, actually.
That is.
sorry. I thought that I didn't. I thought you were asking me specifically.
No,
I
I
apologize.
absolutely was.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I'll try it when I get home with my silver dollars. I typically don't do it, but they should. In theory, they should munch it.
That actually sounds like a good idea. I have never heard of that.
I've
Yeah,
done
that's
peas. I don't know if that counts. Like you take the.
Yeah.
You gotta take the outside off.
The shell, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting.
Pineapple starters? I'm trying it right now. Peace lily, I'm trying too. I don't know what that means because I keep fish, I don't keep plants.
Like a pineapple starter would be like a like if you buy like a sapling tree, it's like the equivalent for a pineapple plant.
Okay.
I would think.
The whole plant world is a completely foreign thing to me. I just don't. I just
I'm more
don't
of
know.
a house plant person.
I mean, plants, I've tried it. The only plant I ever got that worked well was the octopus one. Stellantis octopus. That one, you know.
Yeah.
So you're mad at me now, so you're not listening to me. That's what it is. See, that's what happens here.
Peter doesn't
This,
get
this is
mad.
why I brown nose, so that I can get you to listen to me.
I'm actually in my family. I'm well known for like if I get in my phone and I'm reading something, I don't know anything that. And so
I
I
know
was curious.
somebody that's that way.
We'll cut your. So basically, I'm setting up a tank. When I go home from this, I would say probably 2 months. Quote me on it.
What's 2 months?
Set the date about getting dart frogs because I said I would a while ago and I didn't because I was slacking. That was like what I said earlier. Don't say something until you're ready to do it.
Yeah.
So now everybody's like, they hold it against me. It's all good. You'll see. You'll see.
She gets on me for that all the time. She's like, I don't want you to say anything because then if you don't do it, you look like a jerk and all of this kind of
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, I never say stuff if I don't already have it done, and then just kind of giving a hint as far as what's getting ready to come up. But I don't like making promises that I don't keep.
Thank you, Tanner, for your advice meant about the assassins and bladder snails I have. I think this was the other night, right?
Yeah, maybe.
I hope the assassin snails will live. The bladder snails are already laying eggs after hatching themselves 3 weeks ago. My son got a pineapple plant and the fruit was done, so I looked up how to propagate it. People put the top in the... Are we okay?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Since it's the last stream of the day, since it's the last stream of the day, and there's 2 legends on here, which I didn't include you in that.
I don't blame you.
You're the other
We can
legend.
do 2.5. No, it's definitely Lisa. It's definitely you and Lisa.
Of course, duh.
But
the
I
plant
just wanted
thing.
to say to everyone watching, thank you guys for watching. It's been a great time here at Aquashella. John, Tanner, you both are the keynote speakers. Thank you for being a part of this. You guys are phenomenal. Tanner, you took Brett Raymer down with like a finger, so you got to be proud of that. John, there's a lot of bald men here, and I'm proud to be one of them. And
Embrace the pick.
and Lisa,
Yeah.
how does it feel to be the #1 stream of the day?
It feels good. It feels so good.
We all know it was Dustin. It was Dustin.
It was definitely Dustin.
Dirty D.
It was everybody. I mean,
No,
you guys
I
are
think it's
awesome, so I
everybody.
definitely want to jump on here. Thank you guys. Thank Lisa.
Aw.
And thank you all for watching. And you guys can keep going. You got another 10 minutes if you want to use it. You guys can wrap up.
Yeah,
whenever
whatever.
you're
Let's
done,
give
though.
the people what they want.
Let's give the people what they want. That was very nice of you, Rob. Thank you.
Yes, Caleb, it's the last stream of the day.
Until tomorrow. There'll be these every hour tomorrow too, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll be on tomorrow at 11 o'clock with Joanna from Primetime and Kasha from Creative Pet Keeping. So we'll be on at 11. We're going to talk a lot of beta stuff.
The proper
So
etiquette is you have to read the question first and then use it. Don't just answer it.
Yeah, I'm terrible at live streams, guys. I don't do these. So yeah, Will Kutcher says. So I'll give a little context then. So on my channel way back, I set up this tank known as the 180, and I was supposed to put dart frogs in it. I never did because I was always experimenting with it. And he said again, like, oh, you said you were gonna get dart frogs back when, whatever. And I told him to set the date, and it'll be 2 months from now. So he set the date, October 14th. You best have something as good as the 180 when it first started, and
Challenge accepted.
it's a challenge.
challenge
yeah.
accepted.
I like that.
If I don't, then but if I don't get it to you or it's not out by then, you message me and I'll send you a T-shirt, whatever one you want.
Oh, boy. Trust me, the internet does not forget.
No, they don't.
So you
don't
better be ready
remember.
with that. Save one. Find out what shirt size he is now.
What are you doing? You're thinking I'm
Because,
I might.
how many times have we said it tonight? You never know. You never know
All
what's
right,
going to
I'm
happen.
gonna try to pull through.
I do believe in
this
you,
thing.
though.
This thing keeps grabbing. I love this frog, by the way. I keep seeing it. They have like these neon.
Lasers.
Yeah, I don't even know what it is.
Over there, it kind of reminds me of the arcade in the old days.
Yeah.
That centipede.
Yeah.
the
It
game
looks like
Centipede.
Atari.
Yeah.
All right, how about this? Let's do one more,
Okay.
and then we'll get out of here.
right.
We'll go eat a bunch of meat, except
no,
for Lisa.
Not me. I eat
What are some good
vegetables.
plants that can grow submersed, but then come out of the top of the tank and grow immersed?
Okay. Hygrophila cornbosa is a good one, which I mentioned earlier. Any of the pennywort, is that right?
Don't look at me.
I'm trying to. I might be wrong. I want to say, yeah, I think it's pennywort.
It's hard when you're live on.
Yeah, I know. It's hard when you're on the spot. A lot of the rotalas will moss. That's all I got right now.
Moss.
Nice.
Sorry.
What's the one? I have it, and I do not remember the name, but you always see it at pet stores, Petco, everywhere, and it's in the section where plants are, and it comes up out, and it looks like bamboo.
Oh,
What is that called?
That's they call it lucky bamboo, but it's a dracena or
Okay.
dracaena.
I have one, and all of a sudden now I have a cherry tomato plant growing out of it. I don't know. It's
You
really
have to.
weird.
You gotta IG that. I gotta see that.
Oh, it's crazy.
Man, that's crazy.
Well, listen, this has been a ton of fun. I hope everybody watching. Are you going to find one more question?
I'm just
You
saying.
want to keep going? We can keep going. I mean, I'm not in a hurry.
I don't know. For brackish tank, probably would be. They're asking plans for a brackish tank. I don't know. What mangroves? That's my best. I haven't really worked with brackish that much.
There's nothing worse than reading a question out loud and not knowing the answer to it. Believe me, I do it on every single stream.
Oh man, J Matt, it says no more snakes, no more birds, no more reptiles. I am getting more snakes, no birds, and more reptiles. And then
Will you ever?
you're getting more reptiles too.
Well, I want to. I mean,
He's getting a crested gecko from now until whenever he does. He's getting a crested gecko. You gotta keep blowing up his comments. He needs to get a crested gecko.
I want to
think I
get
want
it.
one of those.
I mean, that's pretty cool too. Where is it now? I see him, but I don't see the lizard.
It was a panther chameleon that he's talking about, but it was a
Isn't that
really
the guy,
colorful
though, or
male.
where's
Yeah,
the
that's
lizard
him.
now?
That's him.
I definitely do think a crested gecko is in my future. I think it'd be a lot of fun.
Come on, I'm wearing the shirt right now.
I think they're adorable.
Bro.
I was viciously attacked by a leopard gecko, so I don't think I
That
can get
one
one
really
of those.
likes me.
So crested is going to have to be the way that we go with it. But yeah, I'll be coming to you if you don't mind a little brown nosing.
Yeah.
Which is just me showing a little respect. As long as you don't mind that.
So you've never held a crested gecko?
Never
Yeah.
once in
Dude,
my life.
if you've never done it before, it's the weirdest feeling. It just feels like a weird, like, velvet thing crawling on you. I don't know how else to explain it, but it's very
But
interesting.
they're
Give me
not
cold
sticky,
chills.
right? Like they can't climb glass.
No, they can climb up glass, yeah.
Okay.
And it's pretty cool. Like, I don't know if any of you, or if you are even, but it's like geckos actually have miniature, like, hairs on their fingers, and that's how they...
Oh, wow.
If I understand correctly, I might be a dummy and I'm giving out bad information, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
Well, everybody will let you know
Yeah, they'll let me know.
Believe me.
because it's the internet.
No, everybody will let Aquashella know, actually. Tanner's not going to
Yeah.
know anything about it.
Yeah, I don't have anything to do with it.
I definitely do want to do that, though. I mean, of course, I'm joking around about the leopard gecko. Yes, I did get bitten by one, but it didn't hurt. It
Yeah,
wasn't
my
a big
daughter.
deal. It was more of a shock than it was anything else. I was just trying to be nice to you. Jeez. But yeah, we should go ahead and shut this down
Yeah.
because
That-
the whole place is getting ready to leave. So
This is why I don't do live streams. My IG live streams are notorious for going like 5 hours long. I'll just keep going. I don't know how to say goodbye. Just how it goes.
saying goodbye is the hard part, which is, see, I'm smart. This is how I do it. I say, thank you all very much, and now I will turn it over to Lisa, and she can close the show out.
He always
That's
does
how I
that
do
to
it.
me. But since we have Tanner here,
All right.
I'm going to turn it over to Tanner and tell him
Okay.
to say goodbye.
Take care and peace.
There we go. Shut her down.